I have already done a video about kimono styling on this channel, which is a wrap-up and overview about different styling methods, also talking a tiny bit about seasonality. But the topic kimono styling is actually quite huge, and today I thought it's gonna be fun to actually focus on a specific kimono type and how to style that in different seasons. In case you're here for the first time, my name is Matsunaga and I'm a fully trained and certified kimono teacher and stylist. I actually owe you a totally different video where I make some stuff for wearing kimono in the household. I'm actually finished filming, I finished sewing, I finished everything. But as soon as I open up the file on my PC to edit it, I have to be honest, I feel extremely bored. So this week you get a video I'm a little bit more motivated for. When we talk about seasonality in kimono, we have to think about the type of kimono. And the type I mean is not formality type of kimono. I am talking about if it's a lined or an unlined kimono, or in general, what is the fiber. So there are three types of kimono. First of all, we have lined kimono that are called awase kimono. Then we have unlined kimono that are called Hitoe Kimono. And then we have natsumono. Those are summer kimono. And today I really want to focus onto Hitoe Kimono. Hitoe Kimono are an unlined kimono, which means they only exist of a fashion fabric. If you, for example, would have a kimono bolt and you go to a kimono tailor, you would first have to decide if you want to have that kimono lined or unlined, if you want to make it into a awase or to a hitoe. And when you decide to make a hitoe out of it, you only basically need that one bolt of fabric. Natsumono are all also hitoe kimono because they don't have a lining, but they use different fibers, they have different weaves, and I have a video where I look more detailed into the summer kimono and all their accessories, so make sure to check that out. I have it linked in the top right corner or down below. Hitoe kimono are worn during seasons that are changing into a bigger season. So let me explain. Rule-wise, this is set in June and September, because June is the season where spring slowly turns into summer and it's raining a whole month. We call it rainy season in Japan. And September is a month where summer slowly turns into autumn. So it's still already very hot, especially during the days, but mornings and nights are quite cool still. So you wanted to wear a tiny bit more on your body, so a summer weave would actually would be way too cool, but you don't want to wear a lined kimono because that would be way too hot. So that is why we wear Hitoe kimono. And yes, rule-wise it's set in June and September, but honestly, those rules are made up in Tokyo, I think, where yes, September is probably a little cooler. I do know that May is way cooler than here in Kumamoto. I start to wear hitoe in end April because we already hit the 30-degree mark in March actually. So I start to pull out my hitoe on 30 degrees days. And September is still summer kimono all the way through for me because my September is still summer. We still hit the 40-degree mark in summer, in September. So there is no way in hell, I can say it without hell, that I could follow those rules. It is just impossible, honestly. So when it's hitting the 30-degree mark, but it's not so hot that I will put out my summer kimono, I wear hitoe. And I do not care if it would be December, because we don't know if the climate change will actually make us doing that in December. So I don't want you to focus too much onto what month it is to actually pull out a kimono. But I want you to keep in mind that hitoe kimono are weird kimono because you either wear them in autumn or you wear them in the beginning of summer, which means that are two different color palettes. And I think that's also making it so hard to actually style hitoe, because you need hitoe you want to wear in autumn, and you also need hitoe you want to wear in the beginning of summer. So I thought today I'm gonna pull out my hitoe. I'm gonna show you what hitoe I am owning, and I also want to show you how to style a very summerish hitoe for a more autumnish season, and the other way around. So I think this video will be really good for those of you who don't own a hitoe, for what you should be looking for, and also how to play with those hitoe you have already at home. So let's dive into it. So I have pulled out my Hitoe Kimono. This should be all. I am not sure, because during this season we have some heavy rain problems. And in case our house gets flooded, I want to make that my kimonos are safe, so they're on the highest shelf. They're sorted by my favorite kimono and not favorite kimono. So I actually took 2 hours of my life to pull out all my hitoe, hopefully all of my hitoe, and sort them. Like here, they are sorted by color palette. And you can easily tell that these bluish ones here are for beginning of summer. Then in the center, I have kimono that would work for both seasons. And in this pile, you have some autumnish, but still happy colors. So you can tell this is what I would wear in autumn. So color-wise, it's easy to tell that blue is a color you would wear in the beginning of summer, because you want to look cool even though you aren't. But sometimes, because all my kimono here are blue, I get super tired with wearing blue. That's why they have different colors as well. Especially those in the middle are just for dressing up and being happy. And in autumn, of course, you want to go for a more autumnish color palette: orange, yellow, brown, darker green. But the problem with Hitoe Kimono is that they are really hard to find, because there are not so many out there. Because I think kimono rules telling people that you only can wear them in June and September, well, that's absolutely not true. So people tend to rather dress in awase. I'm a hitoe fan, honestly, so it's good to have some at home, but they're really hard to find secondhand. So this is basically everything I have found so far that would actually match my autumn aesthetic. I think it will also help you when I now go through all the piles and tell you what fibers I have in those piles. So first of all, on top here is a tsumugi hitoe. Tsumugi is a silk type. So this is 100% silk, but keep in mind that tsumugi is a tiny bit more resistant to water than any other silk type. So tsumugi is a fiber you could basically also wear on rainy days. I do still not recommend, especially not this one, because water drop stains are real in the silk world. But keep in mind, tsumugi is a tiny bit more on the stronger side when we talk about water. Then I have this kimono, which is actually a yukata. It is polyester. It is a specific type of polyester. It's called CO alpha. It is a breathable polyester. I'm not a big polyester fan, but this is one of my favorite polyester fibers. This is actually, as I already said, a yukata. Yukata are basically hitoe kimono. So you can turn any yukata into a hitoe kimono by just adding an undergarment under it, and then you could also wear a Nagoya obi with it. With this yukata especially, I have it in my hitoe pile because CO alpha is not stiff at all. It is a very soft fabric, and yukata are usually made out of cotton, so they're easy to wear them super crisp and nice. This won't work with this fabric. So if I would try this as a yukata, I think I would hate it so much. So this went straight into my hitoe pile, and I have never tried to wear it as a yukata because I already know I could not wear it as I wanted it. And because it's polyester, I can wear it on rainy days, because as I said, you usually wear hitoe in June, which is rainy season in Japan, so you need a lot of kimono that you can wear on rainy days. This is also a yukata that is made of polyester. I found this also super cheap in a secondhand kimono store. This kimono actually kind of mimics the look of indigo dye yukata. I do have indigo dye yukata, real indigo dye yukata, that are also made of cotton. So if I want to wear a yukata like that, I would rather use one of those yukata instead of this one. So this one went straight into my Hitoe pile. I have never worn this as a yukata, but it looks really good as a kimono, I think. So let's enter the opposite season. This is my September pile, and on top I have a normal silk kimono, which does have a lot of stains. It is orange, blue, and green. So I could also wear this in June easily because of the blue and the green. That's why I really love this one here. It's silk, so it's not so good for rainy days. So in the end, I don't wear it very often in June or in the beginning of summer because it's silk and it's raining a lot here in this season. Then I have a yellow Hitoe that is polyester. This one has a tsukesage pattern, which means the pattern is facing upwards. It's a irumuji. It doesn't have any dyed pattern on it, it's only woven pattern, and it's yellow. And I actually received this for free. It was super stained when I received it because it's polyester. I washed it and now it's really pretty. This is one I have just purchased. This is also a tsumugi Hitoe with chrysanthemums on it. So it screams autumn because of the kiku. Because chrysanthemums, kiku, are usually a pattern you wear in autumn. Anyway, because there are also other flowers on it that are a little more abstract, I think this also will work in June. You can tell that my September pile is more silk kimono than actually polyester because, as I already said, in autumn where I live, it doesn't rain a lot. So silk kimono are yes here. So yeah, in my autumn pile, I try to have again a little more natural fibers than polyester. Last but not least is my center pile. I do have on top here this yellow and green Hitoe. This is also made of silk. It doesn't have a specific pattern that you could only wear in a season, which is already cool. Also color-wise, I think it totally works in the beginning of summer as well as in the beginning of autumn. That's why I basically wear this kimono probably the most. I was basically just looking for a green Hitoe for ages, and then I found this in an online auction. No one wanted it. I was the only one who wanted it, so I basically just bought it off an auction. Then I have this polyester kimono, and this was one of the first Hitoe I have ever bought with the pattern. I think it's very flashy, and it doesn't really scream any kind of season. The problem with this kimono is this is very cheap polyester, so it really doesn't feel good when you have it on, so I barely wear it because, as I said, actually beginning of summer and beginning of autumn is super hot, and this kimono doesn't find a lot of use. You will probably once find it in one of my closet purchases. Right now I still love it. I just don't know where to wear it weather-wise. This is also one of my favorite kimonos. You have seen it probably already several times in videos. This is a regular cotton kimono. Regular cotton, speaking of, this is cotton you can buy in any fabric store. This is not a kimono fabric. I bought it from gofukuyasan.com when it was on sale. I bought it as well because it's cotton and you can wash it, and I wanted to have a natural fiber because I bought it after this one here, so I knew that this wasn't working well, so I bought this one. It has dots, it's cute. It also works in the beginning of autumn as well as in the beginning of summer because it's just black and white and you can basically pair everything with it. I now really want to start and style them. I want to style not all of them. I'm only gonna take 3 because it's hot here, and already putting together 6 outfits and changing into them is actually quite a journey. You don't want to put me through it. I'm gonna choose this one on top here because this one will be a pure struggle for autumnish style. Then from this pile, I want to choose this kimono basically just because I have put together a super cute outfit a few days ago, and then it was raining so crazy that I couldn't wear it, and don't see me wearing it anymore, so I at least want to wear it for this video. And from this pile, I'm also gonna go with the more autumnish kimono. So you will see me probably not so much struggle to put this into a summerish outfit. Outfit number 1, autumn. Let's start with the easy kimono. For autumn, I paired this with a woven Tsumugi Nagoya obi. You might remember from my closet purge video. Yes, I kept this one, I didn't sell it. And this is in perfect autumn colors. My obi age picks up the red tone of the obi. I randomly have this picked up online one day and it's just so autumnish that I love it so much. And I decided to go with a simple obijime in a dark green tone. In this outfit, I wanted to match earrings and geta, so I settled on a brown for earrings and geta. For your information, as you're not supposed to wear shoes in Japanese houses, I want to be able to show you the whole look with geta on me. I'm sorry. And now this kimono in a summer outfit. To style this kimono a little more summerish, I settled on this white summer weave obi with embroidered wisteria on it. I chose regular blue obi age to bring out the blue of the obi. A green sambo himo to match the green of the kimono, and a wooden brooch that I have changed into an obidome. White earrings to match the white obi, and these blue and purple zodi to match obi age and obi and balance out the whole outfit. I chose a regular obi age instead of a summer weave obi age to this obi because wisteria are blooming in May, and I'm trying to hide the fact that this is actually a summer weave obi that I'm not supposed to wear in May. And it's easy to hide that when you just pair normal items with this. Okay, we're in my kimono closet right now. You can see it doesn't look as it usually would look here. I even have a chair here, so I can reach out to everything on top shelf. Now I'm gonna just use it to sit down. Hitoe Kimono, in my opinion, are very easy to style because it's the only season where you can mix and match your summer and winter accessories together. A lot of people ask me if it's appropriate to actually wear summer items in winter. This is just me as a professional in kimono, wearing kimono every single day. If you wear a summer obijime in winter, I find it extremely weird. But if you want to put together a specific outfit and you only have that specific color as a summer obijime, then why not? Because I'm a nice person. I would never walk over to you and say, hey, but this is a summer obijime in December. Really? I would never do it. There are mean people who do that kind of stuff, so be careful. But in Hitoe season, you can do whatever you want, and that's what I really love about it. So for my kimono stylings, I am going to use my summer items as well. My summer obi as well as summer obijime and obi age. And I'm basically just free with putting together whatever I want. And because I already see the question popping up in the comments, I should actually cover that as well. Wearing not summer items in summer is, I would say it's okay because they're harder to find. First of all, there's not every single color out there. It's way easier to find any single color of obi age in winter than in summer weave. So it's really hard to actually find stuff you can really wear. So I do it too. I sometimes wear, for example, a not summer obi age, a normal obi age in summer. Also, in history, summer obi age and obijime did not exist. That is a pure modern thing, so don't feel forced to actually buy everything you have also in a summer version. Third outfit, also autumn. For this chrysanthemum kimono, I chose an orange obi because I really wanted to try an orange obi with it. A yellow obi age to tone the obi down a tiny bit. A green and red obijime that I bought at the same store with the kimono, and I love those two so much together that right now I can pair anything else for a while. Orange and mustard yellow earrings, and my favorite yellow zodi of all times. that are as flashy as the obi in this outfit, and I'm trying just to find the balance here. And now the same kimono for summer. For summer, I combined this kimono with a green summer weave obi to bring the look more to the cool tone side of colors. Same obi-age and obi-jime that I have also used in the outfit earlier because I just liked how it matches. Green earrings that I basically only wear in summer because they give with their see-through parts such a summer feeling. And green zori. I think that the two outfits I showed with this kimono show so well how you can just switch one or two items of one look and change it into a whole new outfit. Last kimono, and we start in autumn. This blue kimono has this very icy look, which makes it so hard to match it with any other colors. So for creating a more autumn-like look, I played with the fibers instead of colors and chose a blue wool obi. A dark pink to match it with the pink of the kimono. A light blue nibu himo with a black obi-dome that has pink and blue highlights. The earrings also have wool on them to give it a little warmer impression, but color-wise they match the obi-age. And it shows again the blue and purple zori because they match this kimono just too well. Now let's style this kimono for summer. To give it the perfect summer, or let's say rainy season feeling, I chose this hydrangea summer weave obi. And because hydrangea bloom in June, which is almost summer, I chose a summer weave obi-age to stay in the icy see-through look. As I said, sanju himo don't exist in any summer version, so this one is just a regular sanju himo with a hydrangea obi-dome. Icy earrings? I did not really care about the color here, more about the look and feel they give. And again, the probably only zori I will ever wear with this kimono. Lastly, I should really emphasize, if you don't like seasonality in kimono, you don't have to do it. You can wear kimono as a dress as you want. You can wear any flower anytime as you want. It is a garment. It's not wrong to not follow the seasonality. When you want to follow seasonality in kimono, my piece of advice for you is to follow your instinct with it. All of those color charts and whatever I have or might have mentioned in this video for seasonality in kimono, those are no rules. This is just like basic instinct, what you know. When you look at a color, do you feel more autumnish or do you feel more summerish? This is absolutely up to you. I hope you had fun with this video. If you liked it, let me know by leaving me a thumb up or tell me in the comments, and please share this video because that actually helps a lot. In the next weeks, I have planned to film a Q&A, probably my really first Q&A on this channel. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. And when you're new here and you want to learn more from a professional kimono teacher, Feel free to subscribe. I would really love to have you here. And I talk to you in my next video. Bye!